Hi, my name is Lucas James. I'm 19, and I got into veganism last year, June 2020, and it wasn't very long. It was only 6 months until I had to leave and go back to what I had originally, and it was just average health, and that's what I thought I was returning to. But I started digging in more because I didn't want to settle for the average American diet. I found GOTUS, or I believe it's 70 or something like that.
Seria, yeah.
Yeah, close. And sorry to butcher it. And now I've gone into the primal diet, researched autogenous founder planets, and it's been amazing. The health benefits are phenomenal, and the mental clarity in comparison to being vegan is absurd. It's it's it trumps it, and this is the optimal way to live disease free in my belief. And I plan to keep doing it for as long as I live. And
How did you get into veganism?
I got into veganism from propaganda on Netflix.
Hmm.
It's a documentary, a few documentaries that are pushed out, and it seems so believable from science.
Hmm.
I just, after experience with veganism and opening my eyes to how malnourished people become, it's like, what is science anymore? Can you trust it? You have to kind of form your own opinion, and you have to find the real information is it's fucked up, but it's not just right in front of your face. It's going to be hidden because they don't want
Hmm.
it.
What did you watch on Netflix?
Oh, dude. Well, first, I think I watched some sort of, I don't even remember the damn name of it, but it's a very popular one. And then I also watched Game Changers.
What the Health, maybe?
What the Health was what it was. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So you believe that it's healthy and so on?
yeah, 100%. It was
Hmm.
very enticing.
And how did it go at first? How did you feel?
At first, I felt great because it was only, I think it was only 2 months when I had that. Maybe not even. It might have been a placebo, but for sure, the first month I felt more energized, and I believe possibly because it felt good to detox all that bullshit, all the processed McDonald's, and that's probably what I was feeling. I was
Hmm.
really feeling that the detoxification, but further down, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, I felt all sorts of things, lightheadedness, and um, just the sharpness of my already quick quick style brain just kind of started becoming slower and slower, and just doing anything just became a lot harder, a lot challenging. Even as
Hmm.
a year old kid, can you imagine?
Right. And why did you quit then in the end? How bad did it get?
It was only 6 months, but my face looked completely fucking gone, and it was literally 6 months. I was a pretty jacked young kid at 35 pounds, um, shorter stature, but I dropped all the way down to, I believe, 110 in a few months. And I lost
Hmm.
all my muscle. And I just went from being super fit and to really skinny, like absurd, ridiculous.
Would you say that you did a typical vegan diet? Did you do it right, basically?
Yeah, I did it right. I did. It's very health conscious according to their guidelines.
Hmm. Supplements also, or anything?
I did use supplements, and at first I thought I could get away with not, but then I started, I was like, oh shit, I don't feel so good, so I gotta use supplements, right? Gotta I gotta do it right. And when I did, I still didn't notice any real benefit. And yeah,
What kind of supplements did you take?
B12. Um, I even took forms of supplements that had all the like they had like a vegan bundle in it, the right nutrients
Okay.
that you get from plants. And I obviously right then and there I was like, well, fuck, like why don't I just eat meat then if I'm having to supplement this? Is there something missing?
Mm-hmm.
Something missing.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, you went vegan for your health, not necessarily for the animals or anything like that, the environment.
I didn't do that. I did not do it for
Mm-hmm.
the animals or the environment. I'm not that sweet of a guy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
My friend and I went vegan with my best friend, both 18 at the time, and we both got off of it at the same time. We both went to the primal diet right afterwards, and but turning back to the diet, it was yeah, it was, I don't know, it was just hard to look back on now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking raw milk,
Any
so
right.
bless.
Any interesting experiences you had during the time? Anything that happened that you have in your memory?
Yes. Um, Here's one. Sexual is another thing as well. I didn't notice anything. My sexual performance was off, but I did notice that when I did ejaculate, I felt like I had lost my whole life, and I became very depressed and anxious. And
Hmm.
even after I had been holding in my semen for over 30 days or even 60 days, one ejaculation would put me down for a whole day, and I would be depressed, anxious, maybe even longer than a day. And yeah,
Right, because you didn't have the nutrients to replenish it. Very typical.
losing lots of
Little.
blood, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, drains your life literally. What do you think about the vegans who do it for the environment and so on? They just go on being vegan even though they get sick, and they say that it doesn't matter that people get sick. You should just push through it.
Well, it's just like religion. It's a belief, and it's so ingrained that you can't see outside of it, and it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is to it. You have to be able to be strong enough to open your mind past that what you've been programmed to believe. And
Mm-hmm.
that even though I'm eating raw meat in the primal diet right now, I have to be able to say, fuck, like there could be something else, but as arrogant as I am, I believe this is it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You just have to have that extra guess in your mind.
Do you believe that somebody is pushing veganism, or why are they making all of these documentaries? What do they want to gain from it? Who's behind it?
Well, I think that regular people who want to help the world believe it. They're brainwashed to believe that this is a real
Mm-hmm.
thing. But the pharmaceutical industry is, and among others, the big ones, the big the big shots, the big industries are pushing this because they understand that this is gonna ultimately make people more reliant on uh, vitamins, supplements, and medication, and
Mm-hmm.
become more sick. So without without sick people, they can't make money.
Right. How do
Simple as
you
that.
see veganism now? Do you regret it? What do you
Uh,
think about going vegan, about the whole experience?
I don't regret it. I thought it was a great life-changing thing because it brought me to the primal diet and brought me to, and I've taken lots of inspiration and as well as my buddies. My stepbrother now is been watching you for months, and same with my best friend, and um, we all have a certain belief that this is healing us, and it is. So mentally, I believe also another amazing thing is when I was vegan, I I became more autistic because I already had autism and like some slight autistic traits. And when I did veganism, I went off the fucking deep end and I became very retarded with communicating. And having a girlfriend was like the hardest thing in the world. So right when I started drinking raw milk and meat, I started feeling this ease of having like just being in a conversation. It was like there was nothing holding me down. It was that mental illness had left
Hmm.
almost instantly after I switched off of veganism. So it's fucking awesome. I wish people knew.
Similar to the story of Milk Jar, if you know him.
Yeah, I do know of him, but I didn't know the story of him. So
Yeah, he also did an ex-vegan interview. You can check it out.
okay, I'll check that out.
Anything else you would like to add? Anything you experienced during the time? Any thoughts? Anything you learned from it? How's your
Um,
friend doing now, also as an ex-vegan?
oh yeah, he's doing great, man. Because we're both nourishing our bodies with raw foods, and
Mm-hmm.
we're recovering. I mean, I couldn't digest anything after being vegan, any normal
Mm-hmm.
food, and so it took me a while to get back to it. But um, now I'm healthy as fuck, thankful
You also had digestive issues, yeah?
for sure.
Mm-hmm. How was the feeling after eating lots of fiber?
Well, oh man, well, obviously extremely bloated, but um, oh god, I don't know, man. It just felt like you're getting someone was trying to fuck with you inside your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
It's
What do
crawling.
you think about the vegans who say that fiber is good for the gut, for the digestion?
Uh, oh, I'd say no, no, it's not. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know how else you think. Why? I don't know why you think that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
vegan. When I was vegan, I'd have to shit 5 times a day. So how the fuck does that help me?
Mm-hmm.
How the hell does that help? I mean, with raw foods, you're doing a normal bowel movement of like anywhere from once a day to even like once every few days. And I don't know, maybe a few times a day at most, but whatever. It was just
Mm-hmm.
absurd. 5 times a day with veganism. So yeah.
Right. Did you have any cravings? Did you overeat? Have kind of like an eating disorder, so to speak? Just cravings for other food, basically just stuffing yourself, sort of?
Yeah, well, I was already extremely underweight. Uh, well, I became extremely underweight. So, but anything I ate, no matter how much it was, I still kept losing. But I craved meat, of course, just like any vegan does. And I tried supplementing it with Beyond Burgers, which was obviously even worse. So
Mm.
yeah, I craved it, and I'm telling you, I'm so blessed to have meat. I'm about to go eat some after this interview, and I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay, man. I would say that sums it up. Thanks a lot for sharing.
you're welcome.